Good afternoon. This is the time set for the Committee on the Judiciary. We have a hallway full of people. I don't know if they're here for us. I'm wondering, do they think we're giving away free iPads? It's one of those wild afternoons. But we're not. So if you are in room 112, this is the Committee on the Judiciary. We're going to start. What we're going to do now is we have a hallway full of people, and I'm told that they are all here from San Francisco on Senator Leno's bill. We'd like to clear that hallway, so I'm going to ask Senator Leno. Should we take Senator that way? If you don't mind, it's just they're all your people. They may be your voters, so I'm just trying to keep you in mind. Well, I guess Senator Leno, you and your crowd of enthusiasts can take center stage at this point. Colleagues, this is file item 12, SB 1439.
I always prefer enthusiasts to non-enthusiasts.
Well, I think this time, given the noise level, they're pretty enthusiastic. So do we want can we get any of those folks here? We have a few empty seats. Great, okay.
So thank you very much, Madam Chair, for your graciousness to allow for the presentation earlier rather than later today. San Franciscans who have been in their homes 10, 20, sometimes 30 years or more are losing their homes through an abuse of a state law called the Ellis Act. Very brief history. The Ellis Act was created by the legislature in 1985 in response to a California Supreme Court decision which ruled that landlords did not have a statutory right to evict all tenants for the purpose of going out of the business of being a landlord. The court said, not unlike other business owners, landlord, you can sell your property. The legislature responded by creating that statutory right. But what we find in this housing crisis in San Francisco today is that the Ellis Act is being abused not by landlords and not by people who intend to be landlords or even pretend to be landlords. They're speculators. And I say this with some authority because we know that over the past 2 years, 80% of the evictions have been done by those who have owned their properties for fewer than 5 years. And in fact, in half of the Ellis Act evictions, the properties have been held for fewer than 12 months. And in half of those, fewer than 6 months. We even have cases where people have been Ellis Acted before the deed actually was recorded by the assessor recorder. People were buying these properties for the purpose of flipping them. And I would suggest that the difference between a landlord and a speculator is that the landlord's business is 100% occupancy, and the speculator's business is 100% vacancy. That's a very different business model. But with regard to our affordable housing stock, every Ellis Act unit is the loss of an affordable housing unit. And why is that? Because rent-controlled units are only those that were built before 1979. Everything built since and currently and to the future are non-rent controlled units. So when someone is Ellis Acted or goes to sleep at night fearing that their family may be Ellis Acted, their fear is that they're out of town. And so those survivors of the epidemic, they have their health care network in their neighborhood or in their city. They have their social support in their city. If they lose their home, their whole lives begin to crumble. So what this bill does, and we gave thought to doing it broader than we have, very specifically to address a specific crisis in San Francisco, to give San Francisco the authority. It would take an act of the Board of Supervisors and a signature of a mayor to be able to require that a property be held for 5 years before the landlord could use the Ellis Act for purposes of eviction. So we have assembled, I'll conclude here, a very broad coalition of support for this bill. Not only is the mayor the sponsor of the bill, but I have, and I suspect your committee has received this, a letter from SF.City, which is San Francisco Citizens Initiative for Technology and Innovation. This is a group of nearly 800 business owners in San Francisco. To date, 75 of whom have signed in support of this bill. And they include nationally recognized names such as Deloitte, Expedia, Twitter, Yelp, Zynga. The tech community is coming forward in support of this bill because many of their employees live in these units and they're losing their homes as well. So this has affected everyone throughout the city, and I appreciate your consideration.
All right, any other witnesses in support? If so, would you come? I know we're going to have a few. If you'd come to either of the mics on either side, and if the sergeants, there are people outside, I think they've come from San Francisco to express their support or feelings for the bill. I'd like to give them each a chance just to come up and identify themselves as well. So if we could do that very quickly so we can get everybody heard. Good afternoon.
California Association of Code Enforcement Officers in support.
Thank you.
Edwin Lindo, I'm actually a tech worker and someone who faced eviction, and actually I'm working with 5 tenants now who are facing Ellis Act, whose landlords have owned the building for less than 3 years.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, members, Cesar Diaz on behalf of the State Building and Construction Trades Council, also in support.
Thank you very much.
John Bowders, Director of Homeless Policy, Housing California, support.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the committee, I'm Robert Weber, and to let you know the Housing Rights Committee of San Francisco emphatically supports this bill.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, members of the committee. My name is Jeremy Wallenberg. I'm spokesperson on behalf of SF City, the Citizens Initiative for Technology and Innovation, representing about 900 technology companies in San Francisco, and we are very much in support and respectfully implore you to pass the measure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Madam Chair and members, Caitlin Vega for the California Labor Federation, also here in support.
Thank you.
Sandra Mack, Senior Disability Action, in support.
Thank you.
Brian Augusta on behalf of Western Center on Law and Poverty, in support.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Hanny Kelly, Legislative Director of the California Alliance for Retired Americans with 950,000 members. Many of our members in San Francisco are facing these evictions. It's very frightening to them. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
我係社區治理聯會梁文浩，喺度積極支持 ESP 1439提案。
My name is Long Wing Hom, the president of Community Tenants Association. I am in support.
Thank you very much, sir.
My name is Patricia Kerman. I'm a senior who is being Ellis Act evicted from my home of 27 years.
Thank you.
My name is Dixon. I'm from the San Francisco Chinatown Community Development Center, here for support.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Tom Rabb, being Ellis evicted out of my residence of 16 years, and I'm in support.
Thank you.
My name is Erin McElroy. I'm the director of the Anti-Eviction Mapping Project. I also organize with Eviction Free San Francisco, and both groups support.
Thank you very much.
Steve Collier, Tenderloin Housing Clinic of San Francisco, support.
Thank you.
My name is Rebecca Gorovich with the San Francisco Tenants Union, and we support this bill. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Brenda Washington. I'm a tenant organizer for the San Francisco SRO Collaborative, and we're in support.
Thank you.
My name is Teresa Imperial. I'm a case manager from Bill Sawyer Housing Program of Veterans Equity Center, and I'm also a board member of iHotel Manila Town Heritage Foundation, and we are in support.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Christina Dang. On behalf of Asian Americans Advancing Justice, Asian Law Caucus, we're in support. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Paloma Gaos, tenant evicted in a home of 23 years with my elderly husband. I am in support.
Thank you.
My name is Sarah Brandt, 17-year tenant and teacher, and Mary Elizabeth Phillips, 98 years old, tenant for over 50 years, served with an Ellis Act eviction notice. We're in support. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Raquel Fox of the Tenderloin Housing Clinic. I represent so many tenants that could not make it because of age or disability, and I'm in support. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Norma Alcala, I'm secretary for the Chicano Latino Caucus of the Democratic Party, and I'm also in support.
Thank you.
I'm Teresa Flandrick of San Francisco. I am being Ellis acted out of my home of 31 years, as well as my son, as well as my 24 neighbors on our one street. Please support this bill.
Thank you very much.
Ira Dorder, San Francisco. I'm being Ellis from my home of over 30 years, along with 6 of my neighbors.
Thank you very much.
Noé Paramo, representing California Rural Legal Assistance Foundation, in strong support. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Marla Knight from San Francisco. I represent the North Beach Tenants Committee, and I support this bill.
Thank you.
My name is Teresa Dolales, a tenant of 36 years, along with 4 other buildings. This new landlord, we're facing eviction right now. Please, we ask for your help. We support this. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Benito Santiago. I'm a 37-year
tenant in the Bush Triangle in San Francisco, senior, and I also represent the United Educator of San Francisco, and I support the Anti-Ellis Act.
Thank you, sir.
Matthew Kafter from San Francisco. I'm a member of the Central Mission Neighborhood Organization and a small business owner. I'm here to show my support for this bill. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Rose Eager. This is my husband, Will Eager, and we are being Ellis acted, and we have no place to go. Please support this bill.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Elizabeth Alexander. I'm the Vice President of SEIU Local 1021. We're 54,000 members in all of Northern California, Fremont to the Oregon border, and we strongly support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Deepa Varma. I'm an attorney at the Eviction Defense Collaborative of San Francisco, and we support this bill.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Larry Juicy Edmond. I'm a black LGBT activist, and I brought something for each one of you 11 people to tell you more. In February, we did not, until we had the tenants meeting, we didn't know that speculators and landlords had been giving us trouble, harassing us without it. We just thought it was individual, but we found out this had something to do with the high rent costs. And I hope you all stand up like our president.
Thank you.
The road ahead will be long. Our climb will be steep. We may not get there in 1 year or even in 1 term. But America, I have never been more hopeful than I am tonight.
Thank you very much. No. Thank you very much. It's San Francisco. What more can I say? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Habitat for Humanities. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm John Simonovich. I'm a 24 San Francisco resident. I'm disabled and was forced to leave my 19-and-a-half-year residence in March of 2012, and I support this.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Mitchell Omenberg. I'm the Executive Director of the San Francisco Affordable Housing Alliance, and we are in support.
Thank you.
My name is Margaret Slutland. I've been Ellis acted from my home of 18 years, and I support this bill.
Thank you very much.
Dean Preston, Executive Director of Tenants Together. We're co-sponsor in support also on behalf of the many people lining your hallway who, out of respect for your time and calendar, will not be testifying. We all support. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. Kiana Bess on behalf of the California State Association of Counties in support.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Florine Cockle. I'm with the Senior Disability Action Group, and I'm here to support Senator Leno and all who have worked so hard for the fairness of the people of San Francisco and other areas who rent and have no other choice.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Quentin Mackey with Tenants Together in strong support of the bill.
Thank you.
Randy Hicks of Californians for Disability Rights in strong support.
Thank you, Randy. Any other witnesses in support? All right. Witnesses in opposition? We'll try to keep you safe. You're outnumbered here in this room if you hadn't noticed.